Austin, welcome back. I hope y'all are having a great day. I am Dominique with Seed Property Group, and today is Tip Tuesday. Today we're going to be talking about solar panels. So I saw a post from a friend of mine recently, and I've had buyers ask about solar panels before, so I thought it'd be a good idea to just briefly talk about it. Are solar panels worth it? You know, should I get them installed on my house? It kind of depends on your situation and what your long-term plans are for your house. Do you plan to stay there for an extended period of time, or do you think you may be moving in the next 2 or 3 years? That will determine whether or not it makes sense for you to get solar panels. There's 2 options with solar panels. You can either lease them or you can purchase them. So if you're purchasing them, then it's going to take some years before you see a return on that investment because you're putting that money up front. If you're leasing them, then you don't have that huge upfront cost. From a resale standpoint, all of the appraisers that I've spoken with or have seen feedback from say they will give either zero value for solar panels or a low amount, like no more than $3,000 to $5,000 is what I've seen, but usually they don't give value. And what'll determine whether or not they give value will be what the houses around your house have sold for. So they'll look at like properties in age and condition and location, and see if there's any around you that have had solar panels and how much they've sold for. And if they sold for more, you know, then that's when they give you that value. The reason that that's important is because if, you know, let's say you spent $20,000 to $30,000 on solar panels, you can't just go and mark up your house $20,000 to $30,000 because that's how much you paid for them. You need to look at the market value of the homes around you and then price it right so that you can come to an agreement with a buyer. That's not to say that a buyer wouldn't be willing to pay more for solar panels. Because some may, but in that case, if the home didn't appraise, then that buyer will need to come out of pocket because the bank is not going to be willing to cover that. That's kind of the gist with solar panels. I actually had a buyer recently who had to pass on a house because the homeowner owed $40,000 on their solar panels still, and that home was sitting on the market. And I'm sure y'all know the market has been pretty busy and homes are not sitting on the market. I mean, we're starting to see things stabilize a bit now, but when this home was on the market, I mean, homes around it were, you know, just flying off the shelf. They were having trouble finding a buyer who would assume that debt. And any buyer that came to them was going to have to, of course, get a loan for the house and then also get a loan from that company for that amount. So they would have had to be approved for that extra amount on there. So that's why they were having difficulties selling it. So that's how it works. I hope this information was helpful to you. Be sure to ask me any questions if you have any. Leave a comment below, send me a DM, email me, whatever works for you. I'm here to help however I can. And I will see y'all very soon in the next video. Have a great day. The rooster next door is crowing. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Cock-a-doodle-doo.